Okay, what's up guys? My name is Darkbblue and this is my Into Depth video series, showing you how I try to dive deep into Blacktail. You see, there are people showing their achievements after successfully mastering a game, but they never make it overnight. So now I shall show you my experience of reaching this target, and I believe this will be interesting stories even if you don't play this game yourself. So give me a like and we're on the ride. Okay, so this time I've got a chance to play Blacktail in advance. And here are some unique features I found so far that I'll show in this video. Also, I've decided to make a full video series about how I have played Blacktail. I have to admit, there are something both good and bad about Blacktail, but I'm not gonna list everything in detail in this video. I shall show you only its unique features, the most interesting, fascinating part that you can expect from it, so that you can make your decision according to these features. If you are really intrigued by them, even those drawbacks are tolerable and this game worth playing. And now the first feature should be Slavic traditional culture. This whole game is based on Slavic folklore, and you can see some Slavic traditions or cultures in this game. Maybe you are familiar with some Slavic sci-fi games that are about modern day or near future like Stalker, Metro, and Atomic Heart. But this time, Blacktail is about traditions. Based on the same culture, this game provides something different from those. A dark fairy tale world. This is a unique experience you never find anywhere else. Also, you can find some interesting details related to this feature, like how emotions are expressed in the main story mission, or all kinds of fairy tale data in side quests, or beautiful and diverse sceneries.
I regret to inform you that in order to issue a formal request form written in mosquito blood, I would require a deer hoof stamp.
Next, the second feature shall be the world. I know in different trailers, Blacktail always calls itself an open world game, but it's far from the same as Ubisoft style open world, where you have a big map but filled with only crudely designed or even randomly generated terrain. I'd rather call it a large-scale Hakoniwa world. Just like recent 3D Super Mario games, this world is designed in a fine-grained way, small yet full of fun. Now the world of Blacktail is larger than typical Hakoniwa games, yet smaller than typical open world games. But trust me, since it's designed in such a way, every corner of the world is filled with pleasure of exploration. For example, the map of the first chapter looks just like some ordinary forest and I was not really interested. But in the second chapter, I have seen a golden plain, some ancient ruins, and even an upside-down bridge. Yet during that time, I was still in some hurry for the main story mission and wasn't really motivated to explore the world. But this wasn't until the third chapter. This time I found a hidden passage in the very end of a small camp, and walking into it, I got to a dark place that looked like the mixture, of catacomb and ritual temples. After a fight, I found an open area with some really weird creatures, and in the end, I somehow went back to the map of the second chapter. Well, now this is really interesting experience, and I've decided to explore the world thoroughly ever after. I put the first two features in the same level. They are of the same importance in my opinion. And now the final feature, combat, I think is good, but not that good like the first two. Combat of Blacktail is straightforward. You have a few attacks, not too many, but with different usage, so you'll need to choose the correct attack when facing different enemies. It's pretty much like, well, you have already been told the correct answers, and you need to only fill them into blanks. But after all, the combat is still a bit of challenging and diverse, so I count it as the third feature that is worth trying. Anyway, this is the 3 unique features of Blacktail, aka the 3 reasons why you may want to play this game. Now you can make your decision. But even if you don't want to play Blacktail yourself, I'm still gonna tell you the story of how I have played it. And this story shall be interesting. That'll be my new series, Playing Blacktail Into Depth. The first few hours in Blacktail, I didn't really feel how interesting it was. I was always in a hurry finishing the main mission, not trying to explore the world or side quests at all. Only after I finally realized the 3 interesting and unique features of this game did I begin to try to play it into depth. I have tried to read more about Slavic culture so that I can have a better understanding of this game from a new perspective. And I will also make efforts to explore every corner of the forest. Also, I need to summarize my combat experience to make future fights easier. You see, I played Blacktail in advance, so there wasn't really anything I could refer to. I did the exploration all by myself. So this experience beyond the game itself is rough yet interesting, and it could even be more interesting after I turn it into a story. Anyway, that's the sequence in which I shall tell you my story. So if you like my story, if you want to join me into depth of games, just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.